Hi folks, I'm Alex Rushdie, and today I'm going to be guiding you through the combat mechanics of Dawn of the Monsters. Think of this as the ultimate developer guide to the game. In a few minutes you'll be equipped to lay waste to any kaiju that may cross your path. Dawn of the Monsters is a side-scrolling beat-em-up that focuses on aggression, enemy prioritization, juggling, and executing well-timed dodges and parries to gain the upper hand on the Nephilim threat. Let's begin by taking a look at all the attacks that every character has in their arsenal. Light attacks consist of 3 to 4 fast, low damage attacks. They're great for juggling and maintaining your combo multiplier. However, light attacks aren't great for stunning enemies. It might take multiple attacks in order to stun even weak Nephilim. Heavy attacks consist of 2 to 3 slow, high damage attacks. Their slow speed is offset by their high damage, and they are often great for launching and juggling enemies. You have to be careful when using them, as their long startup means you can be interrupted in the middle of an attack. Heavy attacks are also great for stunning enemies, and most enemies can be stunned in one heavy hit. Heavy hold attacks are stronger, slower versions of heavy attacks. They do a lot of damage, but require a bit more time to pull off. Some heavy hold attacks can launch enemies. Launched enemies damage other enemies in their path and can bounce off of walls and buildings. Dash attacks quickly move your character forward and deal low damage. They're good for closing distance and extending combos. The most important attacks in each character's arsenal are their rage attacks. These are unique, resource-expending moves that can cancel into one another. Rage attacks require rage. You earn rage by attacking and taking damage. Use your light, heavy, and dash attacks to fill those bars quickly. Each rage attack costs either 1 or 2 bars of rage, so make sure to read the manual for specifics or check under each rage attack icon on your HUD. Rage attacks can have different properties. They can be offensive, they can be defensive, they can augment your character, or they can do something special. Cataclysm attacks are the most powerful move in any character's arsenal. They're the reward for using as many rage attacks as possible. You can perform a Cataclysm attack when your Cataclysm meter is full. Performing rage attacks fills up the Cataclysm meter. Like their name suggests, Cataclysm attacks wipe out almost everything and anything in your way. So use light and heavy attacks to earn rage, use rage attacks to build your Cataclysm meter, and use Cataclysm attacks to devastate your enemies. Some attacks can cause special status effects called ailments. These are triggered by certain rage attacks. There are 4 ailments, 1 for each character. Megadon will make you feel the burn. His fire breath causes a damage over time ailment. Ganira's Hydro Burst drenches her enemies, slowing down their movement and attack speed. Enemies are in for quite a shock with Tempest's electricity-based attacks, stunning them temporarily. The Nephilim will wish they'd taken Erode Less Traveled when Aegis Prime hits them with his defense-destroying erosion bomb. Executions are flashy, gory, insta-kill moves you can perform on weakened enemies. First, get an enemy down to low health. Then, make sure you've got at least 1 bar of rage. Press the execution button and voila! Instant death and a nice health boost for you. Keep in mind there are some enemies that can't be executed, like this self-destructing little jerk right here. So keep an eye out for the effects. Nephilim will grow red, and when you're in range to perform an execution, this lovely little pop-up will appear above their heads. We've shown you how to dish out tons of damage and even heal yourself with executions, but what about defending yourself? What do you do to prevent incoming damage? Well, for that we have blocking. Yes, even giant monsters need to block attacks. Hold the block button to reduce incoming damage, but be careful, you're still taking damage, just a lot less. If you wait to press the block button at the last possible moment before an attack would hit you, you'll instead parry the attack. Parrying negates all damage from the attack and leaves the enemy wide open for an immediate counterattack. There are certain augments that can be equipped that enhance your guard and parries. Be sure to look out for these special augments. If you want to avoid damage completely, you're going to need to press the dodge button. It allows you to quickly and reactively get out of the way. If you dodge at the right moment, you can perform a perfect dodge that completely negates all incoming damage. This allows you to dodge through danger instead of around it. You can tell you've done it successfully by watching for the effect. If you think you can dance around your enemies consistently, then keep an eye out for augments that will add special effects to successful dodges. Dodging has one other useful feature. While in the middle of an attack, a dodge can be used to cancel your action to evade an oncoming threat. If you get creative, you can use dodging to extend combos as well. There are many different types of weapons scattered throughout the world. While in other beat-em-ups you might find crowbars or daggers, in Dawn of the Monsters you find buildings, power towers, trains, and even heads. These can all be picked up and used as a weapon. Weapons can be swung at enemies for extra damage, or be thrown as ranged weapons. Some weapons break instantly, while others can survive a few hits before being destroyed. If you pick up a weapon and don't want it, simply dodging or blocking drops the weapon that is being held. Chaining is when one attack is cancelled into a new attack, allowing you to bypass the recovery animation of that first attack. Light attacks, heavy hold attacks, dash attacks, and rage attacks all follow a strict chain hierarchy. The hierarchy is as follows. Light attacks can be chained into heavy and heavy hold attacks, dash attacks, and rage attacks. Heavy and heavy hold attacks chain into dash attacks and rage attacks. Dash attacks chain into rage attacks, and rage attacks can cancel into each other, opening up their own combo opportunities. Attacks can jump forward in the hierarchy, but they can never go back. So, for example, you can chain a light attack into a dash attack, but you cannot chain a dash attack into a light attack. Some attacks, like Aegis Prime's Zen Stance and Megadon's Flex, are designed to be used as cancels and combo extenders, immediately setting you to neutral to reset your attack chain. Dodging mid-combo can accomplish this as well. Dawn of the Monsters isn't just about smashing your enemies to a pulp. It's about smashing your enemies to a pulp in style. How do you show off that style? By getting a high score and acquiring those juicy S rankings. Every time you kill an enemy, you earn 1,000 points and increase your combo multiplier by 1. The combo multiplier starts at 1 and goes to as high as 5. Each enemy killed has its score multiplied by that number. So killing an enemy at a 5 times combo multiplier will net you 5,000 points. The combo multiplier drains over a period of time. Attacking enemies resets the drain, and killing enemies increases the number. If you let your combo multiplier drain, you will lose it and need to start all over again. When an enemy dies in the air, it can still be attacked. Doing enough damage while the enemy is still in the air causes an overkill. Performing an overkill freezes the combo score drain for a few seconds and grants additional points. Executing enemies also temporarily freezes the combo counter. Certain encounters, however, are not based on killing enemies, but by finishing the encounter in the fastest time. Keep an eye out for the timer that will appear instead of the regular combo counter. When a level is completed, the performance of each combat encounter is tallied and ranked from F to S+. Your ranking determines the tier and thus the strength of the augments you receive on the loot screen at the end of a mission. So keeping up a high score will net you the best stuff. In summary, constantly be on the offense. Attacking, executing, overkilling, and making sure not to drop your combo multiplier will ensure that you can get an S+ rank. So there you have it. If you follow this guide and hit up the training grounds, you'll be getting S ranks in no time.